at least the polls suggest that the majority of Americans really aren't too fond of either former President Trump or President Biden. A lot of people looking for an alternative. Even here in Atlanta, there's a candidate, for example, who actually changed his name legally to the name literally anybody else. And so it's just the kind of idea that people are feeling kind of a sense of apathy and are really looking for an alternative. And so, you know, RFK is the leading third-party candidate in the race right now. There's some others as well, but he seems to be getting the most prominence. And so a lot of people are looking to him. Obviously, he has some controversial stances, but still is the most serious kind of third-party contender, at least at this stage.
Is it more so with young people like you and your generation? You think even, obviously, you know, you'd have to be 18, but you know what I mean, 18 to 29 type of voters, or this apathy that you talk about? You know, you get older people, too. They call them the double haters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in particular it's affecting young people because the two presumptive nominees for the Democrats and the Republicans right now, President Biden is 81, President Trump is 78, and so young people in particular are looking for a new generation of leadership. And while RFK doesn't fit that description necessarily, he still necessarily isn't struggling as much, perhaps cognitively, as someone like President Biden or President Trump, because of course those are some of the arguments you'll hear likely in the debate tonight. President Trump going after President Biden for whether it be the Juneteenth event at the White House or the Jimmy Kimmel fundraiser, and then President Biden likely to do the same thing to President Trump, whereas you can't really say the same about someone like RFK just based off of the nature of the fact that he's a third-party candidate. Usually they don't get much support, and yet here he is, in some cases, polling double digits, and, you know, really he has now exceeded the 270 electoral vote count that he's on the ballot, essentially, in enough states that it now makes it possible that he could get 270 electoral votes, and so he actually is being taken, you know, a lot more seriously than, you know, the other third-party candidates that we see here.
Let me end on this with the numbers we have about adults under 30 saying who understands your concerns, the younger people. And it's amazing if we look at it that, you know, 26% say Biden only, 20% Trump. But the biggest number is 48% say, you know what, neither one of these guys get us. So that's what we're going into here. And again, this is just young people. We have this with older people too, but you've been tapping into this. Let me ask you before I let you go, but how'd you get involved in all this? I've seen you on a bunch of other shows and stuff. I mean, you're beyond, I mean, we were joking earlier, but beyond well-spoken. You could do this as a pro right now if you wanted to. I don't think I'm authorized to offer you a contract or anything, but how did you get started?
Yeah, I think it was kind of, in particular, over the course of the pandemic, it was just based off of kind of a general, like, curiosity for some of the things that were happening in the world, you know, seeing various medical professionals, lawmakers on TV, for example, and then kind of generating my own questions in my mind. And then I started emailing some people, and then some of them actually proposed having a Zoom conversation. And so then I ended up publishing those conversations for other people to benefit from. Of course, it started out, you know, at kind of the bottom of the ladder, but then I was able to go to the next person and say, hey, I've interviewed this person, and just kind of formulate you know, new connections and use the connections that I already have to bring people the news and help keep them as informed as possible.
Good for you, man. Keep it up. Thanks for coming on with us. Enjoy tonight, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.
Wyatt Sharpe, 15. The youngest correspondent at the debate, we think, right? Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.